When you click on the badge, it refreshes the column to show you the latest posts and updates specific to that column in Monitor. Moving on, when you click on View Conversation in your Twitter columns, you can see the original tweet that started it all. So the threaded view of these posts will give you more context for every conversation that you choose to take forward. You can directly engage from here, retweet, or respond. So now let's say Millie wants to control what she sees first, the moment she heads to the monitor screen. So in this section, she can choose to reorder columns by dragging and dropping them. So let me push this up front. There we go. So instead of scrolling through all of these columns to find her most favorite one. Also, reordering will not change the view for all the social users. It only affects your view. So when I drag and drop, it changes only for me. So this way you can monitor a lot of things relevant to you and your industry by adding various kinds of columns. Now coming back to Millie's example, suppose she interacted with a prospective customer from the Twitter keyword search column, that is #baking, and she decides to send her a private message asking about the prices of cupcakes, or maybe wants to just discuss important details about the birthday party and so on. Where would she go then? She goes to the Messages tab. So she can not only engage with her from here, but also keep a tab on the interactions that she's had with Millie's brand. Update her contact information, and if it's a Twitter profile, she can also view their recent tweets from here. So Messages is where you can view private messages that come into your Facebook and Twitter inboxes. You can use this filter over here to view your Facebook or just Twitter messages. Great. So knowing your customer is important. It could create a really good brand image for you, and to further help you with that, we have connections. So like I already mentioned, this refers to anybody who has interacted with your brand across multiple social accounts in terms of liking, sharing, or commenting on your posts, and tweeting or sending direct messages to you. Zoho Social will automatically update your connections list with everyone who interacts with you, and you can see and manage all of them from right here. So let me briefly go over the different views of connections. First up, we have all connections. This refers to everyone who has interacted with your brand. Recently engaged are those who have engaged with your brand very recently. Most engaged are connections who interact with your brand more often than most other connections. Followers are connections who follow your brand on only Twitter and Instagram. And following are connections you or your brand follows on Twitter and Instagram. And you can also keep a tab on your muted and blocked Twitter accounts from here. And if you want to see connections from a specific social network, you can filter and choose from right here. So let's say that Millie's published posts have generated a good amount of engagement with those coming to the event in New York. And Millie's guesses that these people are more engaged with her brand compared to the others. So she goes ahead and clicks on the most engaged connection view and filters the social network to, let's say, Twitter. So by viewing this list, she can choose which connections to directly contact and follow upon. And I've already shown you how to go about the features here, so I won't get into the details again. But do remember that you can find a lot of valuable and contextual information here that'll help your business. Now, at the start of this webinar, I had mentioned about the option to discuss. So let's try that with this connection. Clicking on